day after July 4th. It's Friday, and I'm John, and welcome back to the Kaiser Report. We had a wonderful day yesterday, and weather cooperated beautifully. We had our barbecue going and had some great hot dogs and hamburgers on the plate today, or yesterday, with some leftovers for today. And I hope you all enjoyed the holiday. I hope you all stayed safe. I hope you all got out to see some fireworks or put some fireworks off yourself. And that brings us to the news today, is that Keir Starmer is the new Prime Minister in the UK. The Labour Party took back the office from the Conservatives. And I guess people got a little sick and tired of what was going on in their country and decided to go back with the Labour Party. And we'll see how well that works out. In the meantime, in this country, Joe Biden is on the ropes here, and he has today to figure out how he's going to handle the call for him to step down today. And I know that Kamala Harris believes that she is going to step right into that position, and that could be one of the worst things that this country could see.
Gilbert is getting on.
Even still, the worst the worst that we can hope for at that point. And then again, we have also several candidates that are in the wings, according to what the news media is telling you. They keep on about Michelle Obama stepping in and Gavin Newsom, even though he comes out and says, I'm not interested. Yes, he is, and we know it. And this guy has all but destroyed the state of California, so we would be very wily about even considering him to be our next president. If you think things are bad now under Joe, it could get a lot worse with the wrong individual picked to go in there to continue what is taking place in this country right now.
There's no debating that.
Which is wide open borders, an economy that's in the toilet. The job numbers came out, I guess, today, and were a little lower than expected. They'll be adjusted again, as they do every time this White House releases numbers on either the economy, the job situation, or unemployment. It takes 30 days or so, and then they come back with their adjusted numbers to show you that they continue to lie to the American people. They've gotten away with this for a long time, and they've lied to us about everything out of this White House, and the White House press secretary will swear to everything that they lied about. But it all came out in the wash when this debate took place. What backfired on them is they set this debate up to make the fool of Donald Trump. And what happened was it backfired. And now everybody's calling for him to step down, because we see now all of the stuff that they say were conspiracy ideas to try and get Trump were all lies, because they're not cheap fakes. And we were told that they were adjusted videos and edited videos. Well, we saw it firsthand on CNN. He has a problem. It's probably a stage of dementia, Alzheimer's, or maybe sundowners. We don't know. But the first excuse was he had a cold. And now the next excuse, of course, is that he was tired from back-to-back trips to Europe. And that would be the D-Day celebration, which he totally screwed up on, and they said it was cheap fakes.
Ooh, I broke his brain.
Then the G7 takes place, and it got worse. And we all saw it, and the White House came out and said, cheap fakes, they were made-up videos. No, they were not. Now we see this on CNN before our very eyes, and a lot of the population in this country had no idea at all about the severity of his disease and the inability of him to be running this country. Now we all know that there's someone else running the country, and Jill should be arrested for what she's done as far as elder abuse there, because she doesn't want to give up power, and now she's on the cover of Vogue, and she's all about that. She doesn't want to give it up, and Hunter is encouraging him not to step down because he is scared crapless about what will happen to him in the court systems with all the crimes that he, his father, and his uncle are involved in with this Burisma thing, the China money, Russian money, you name it, the 21 different wash companies that they have, the big guy stories. These have all come out to be true. They are not Russian disinformation. They are not made up by Donald Trump. They are not made up by RFK Jr. They are, in fact, the truth about the Biden crime family.
You should never doubt what nobody is sure about.
And this guy has to be led off of stages by Jill, who should be ashamed of herself. All while they've let him destroy, or the people that are pushing behind him have destroyed our economy. They have destroyed our border. They have filled this country with a criminal element that we cannot get a hold of right away. And they've also filled this country with enough illegal immigrants to take jobs away from our citizenry and pay them nothing. Trafficking of women, trafficking and use of children, all of this really bad things were opened up by the Biden administration and led into this country. And now the big fear is that we've let too many terrorist cells accumulate throughout this country, near our military bases, near our large cities, where they can do the most damage. And it's coming. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it will take place. We just celebrated Independence Day. I hope you all had a chance to maybe look at the Constitution, and if you have children, maybe read it to them as I advised you on the 3rd to do, because the school systems are not teaching. I was listening to some of Vivek Ramaswamy's channel the other day, and he made some very salient points with regard to what's going on and who's running things. And I urge you to, if you can catch his thing, is called Truth. Take a look at it. He's got a lot to say. He's a very young and upcoming person that's coming out of a walk of life that's done well in business, and he has a lot of good points. And he probably will be the future at some point for the Republican Party if he sticks with this. And he does love to hear himself speak, and he goes on and on. He had a couple of people on there. One was an attorney for, I guess, constitutional attorney or political attorney, who had made some great points, and a friend of his that he went to college with that is right up on the current day politics, and they've had some interesting things to say and bring about. And we all have seen the decline over the last few months, actually the last few years, of Joe Biden. Whether or not he will step down or be forced to step down, we all have to wait with bated breath and hope that we'll get an answer to that sooner rather than later. They may wait till the convention in August to do it, but it's coming. This man is not capable right now of the job that he is in. That is clear and evident to everyone now. Why they're leaving him in that position and not getting him out and let Kamala come up the ladder, I don't understand, because
Seriously?
this man is not able to function with the duties of the presidency of the United States as it is right now. He has the nuclear football at his disposal. And they have, when he is woken in the middle of the night, he has 7 minutes to pull all of his faculties together, look at the situation, and order what needs to be done in an emergency, and he is not capable at this point of doing that. If you look at past presidents that have had things, let's take Reagan when he was the assassination attempt on Reagan. Let's take a president that went in for bowel surgery and was out for a period of hours with anesthesia. They had to turn control by letter over to someone else. This man needs to do that and do that now. He is not able to function as the president of the United States with everything it entails on a 24-hour basis. He's admitted himself that he almost fell asleep at the debate because he was too tired from back-to-back European trips.
I'm confused.
Guess what? He had been back 12 days before that. He had 7 days of rest in Maryland. He was at the beach house before that, and he had 16 people prepping him for this debate. And he says he was too tired because of back-to-back trips that occurred that long ago.
I don't like this one bit. It's not safe.
That's not an excuse. The cold was a lie from the White House press secretary, Kareem Jean-Pierre.
Oh, nice gaslighting.
Lies on a daily basis to your face, to those reporters sitting there asking the questions. And if Joe comes out and says anything like he did the other day and walks away with the questions in the air and he doesn't answer, it's because who comes out for a 5-minute speech and uses teleprompters? He can't go off a teleprompter because when he goes off the teleprompter, he goes off the charts. Ooh. And then we all see more of the decline of Joe Biden. Then we have a cabinet of fools that are in positions that they have no business being in because they do not understand the job that they've just been given. And as far as the transportation secretary, we don't have one. He didn't know it was the 4th of July. He doesn't know when Christmas time is. The airlines are claiming now that they had the best record time ever of this holiday. We'll see. But the transportation secretary has no clue of how to do that job. It's clear and present and in your face. But enough of this silly politics that's taking place in this country. Again, we're not promoting anything other than the fact that you cannot think of voting for Joe Biden anymore for any reason or any position The man needs to go and rest and spend his time on the beach eating ice cream, which is what he wants to do. But his family won't let him because they love the limelight. And unfortunately, we have to watch our country being destroyed while they enjoy that limelight. So enough of that. We're approaching a weekend, and we should have a wonderful weekend coming here. We're going to get some rain finally today. They're forecasting, and we may get a little bit tomorrow. We need it. It's been very dry, and it's been 90 degrees plus here for the last couple of days. I understand that across the country there's a rather strong heat wave taking place out west, with temperatures reaching 110 and 115 in Nevada. And even Oregon has been hit with a little bit of a high heat, which is a tiny bit unusual. But we have to remember, years ago I was in Arizona when it was 115 degrees, to where the headliners in the cars were melting. So this is not something new. Yes, we have a hurricane early this year that is hit Jamaica and is on its way to Mexico as we speak. And God bless all those people that suffered damage from it. I don't know that there's a death toll related to this storm yet, but there may be. And God bless those people that were caught in that. But the heat will continue for the next few days, I'm told. Out west will be the worst of it. But here in the east, we're experiencing the 90-degree weather that is almost August-like. And we're now in July. We had a very unusually warm June, but the crops were coming in great. Our vegetables are a bounty this year. So it's been good growing weather, not too unbearable, but we need to realize that when you're outside enjoying this weather, make sure you have plenty of water. Water is a key to staying hydrated through this heat wave that we're experiencing. It's not an unusual heat wave. I remember as a child having summers that were this hot. And it's a revolving thing. The earth revolves on its axis and wobbles from side to side occasionally, and it brings you different climates at different stages. We've had ice ages and so on and so on. And if you study any of this, you'll realize, yes, we have problems with our climate, and there is a climate change problem, and I'm not denying that. But let me explain something to you and the rest of people that are listening that are in charge of this climate change scam that they're putting on right now, is that we need to stop South America from destroying the rainforest. Number one reason that we have climate change in that part of the world. And it is affecting the United States at some point now. We have Africa that has not learned how to rotate crops. They have disturbed the movement in the great migrations. They have put up fences. They have destroyed land and let it go to desert because they do not have proper farming procedures. This is a problem for climate change. Then we have deforestation of forests in Europe. In Germany, they're cutting down trees for heat in the wintertime, which is not good because they had an oil shortage and a gas shortage because the infinite wisdom of this administration in this country decided we didn't need to sell them liquid natural gas anymore or oil. So now they're dependent on Iran to supply all that. The fires and the wars that are going on in this world now affect climate. But the big problem in the world today with weather is a direct result of the Asian rainforest and the South American rainforest being destroyed so they can grow more palm oil, which is an ingredient that's in almost all of your processed foods right now, and it is killing you. These are the truths. These are the facts that you need to research and see for yourself what's going on. Yes, there is climate change. Is it as bad as Biden wants you to think it is because that's what he's running on? No. Is it fixable? Yes. Do we have a leg up on cleaning up our environment in this country? Absolutely. Does China? They do not. Does Russia? They do not. North Korea can't grow enough food to feed their own population.
That sucks.
Australia, they're going the way we're going right now, and that's not always a good situation. But remember, if you're outside in the heat, stay cool. Get one of those neck wraps. You can get them anywhere at Lowe's and Home Depot and places of that nature. They're called cooling scarves. You just wet them and put them on the back of your neck, but make sure you have plenty of water going into your digestive system to keep you cool. It will cool you down and keep you hydrated, and that's the key to not having heat stroke and not being sick from the weather. There are colds, summer colds going around now, and I had a little touch of it last week, and it's affected me for a couple of days, but I'm on the mend now, and I wish you all a great, happy weekend. And if you're cooking out over the weekend, again, don't forget our sponsor here, Lazy J Farms in Kingsport, Tennessee. You can look them up on Facebook and call them up today and place an order, and they'll get it to you. They'll ship it to you. But God bless you all, and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and coming back. We love you here at the Kaiser Report, and if anything new comes up over the weekend, we'll get it out to you. And if we do get out to go visit any of the small towns, there's a lot of traffic this weekend. A lot of people are out traveling. So be careful if you're driving. If we do get anywhere, I will have the camera with me, and Kaiser and I will get you a weekend report. Or if something breaks that you need to know about, we'll get it out to you. But have a wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Bye-bye now.